favorite month has quickly fallen upon me. I am a flight attendant if you're new here, and I am on call this month for March. So how my schedule with my airline works is that I hold a schedule for 3 months, and then after those 3 months, I am on call. So I'm only on call 3 times a year, which is not bad at all. Just being an anxious girly, an overwhelmed girly, not really knowing when, I'm actually gonna be flying, or if it's gonna be a lot, or if it's gonna be a little. It's a lot for me, but that's okay. It's part of the job. I knew what I was signing up for. Today, I am preparing mentally, physically, emotionally for that to start tomorrow. Usually when I am about to be on call, I will meal prep a bunch. I will, just clean out my bag. I will make sure everything's packed. I'll clean the house. I'll do any little task that I need to do that I might forget. For today, I'm gonna bid for a trip and then wait and see if I get to fly and I get a trip. And if I do, then I'm gonna go to the grocery store and meal prep tonight. There is a bunch open. I just checked on our little portal. Usually there's a decent amount, but I feel like the beginning and the ends of the month are always crazy and there's so much open. So I just peeked and there is a lot for tomorrow. So I think if I put in a couple, we call them bids, but if I put in for a couple of the trips, I think that I'll get them. There's some 3 days in there. I haven't worked a 3-day in a really long time, but I am on call for 3 days. So I think I might shoot for a 3-day just so I can eat up all my days on call, and then I'll be out for a couple days and it will be peaceful and my phone can be on silent. I am looking at the trips now and I'm gonna bid for a couple of them, most of them 3 days, and then I'm gonna bid for a couple 2 days and we'll see if I get them. If I get one, I usually know around 3:30ish in the afternoon. So as soon as I get my results, I will go to the grocery store. Either way, I will be meal prepping a little bit tonight. And yeah, I'm just getting some stuff ready and done. And I figured this week we would just spend the week hanging out. Hopefully it will be nice and peaceful, but you just really never, ever know. Sometimes I'm gonna be called and get, a crazy trip because there'll be tons of trips open and then my phone never rings. Or sometimes there's a list where we can see what position we are to get called, and I could have 40 people above me and be oh, I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm not gonna get called, and then everybody gets used and I get called 5 minutes later. So you really never know. It is a fun adventure. This month I'm thinking will be busier than usual. So yeah, we're just gonna spend the week hanging out, living life. I have a fun new book I want to read. Hopefully we'll get to go to a fun new place or two. I ended up getting a 2-day trip that leaves today. It's 2 flights today. It's LA, Phoenix, and then Phoenix, Philadelphia. It's a semi-longer Philadelphia layover, and then I just do 1 flight home tomorrow. So I do Philly, LA. I did a little bit of meal prep. I showed you guys last night. I feel like every time I meal prep something crazy, it's so good when I make it, but then when I have to heat it back up, I don't know why, it just gives me the biggest ick. It could be my favorite meal in the entire world and I make it for meal prep, but I don't know, there's just something about specific foods when I reheat them that just cancels out the whole meal prep to start with. So I've really been just like cooking things I know that I will like once they're reheated. And right now my hyperfixation is ground beef and sweet potatoes. And then I'll usually do rice or I'll do avocado. And I found myself on sweet potato, ground beef, cottage cheese, avocado, and hot honey TikTok. I am gonna be eating that for my next couple meals. And then I have leftover chicken brothy rice, which is what we had for dinner last night. So I have that. I have my ground beef. I made some chia seed pudding, and then I have a couple snacks and a fun drink to bring. So I'm gonna pack my lunchbox and then I have to head to work. I made it to Philadelphia. I got in pretty late last night. I think I went to bed around 1:30. I woke up around 9:30 and it's 10ish. I am about to hit the ground running. I have a pretty late pickup today. It's actually at 5 o'clock. I thought it would be a little bit earlier. I didn't realize how long of a layover it was. So I'm very excited about that. I am gonna go get some coffee. There's a couple vintage stores that I like, so I think I'm gonna go to one of those. There's a bookstore here that I love, so I'm gonna go there. I'm just gonna like do my normal with you guys and chill out. I did start a new book. I am currently reading Deep Cuts. This is a newer release. It came out at the end of February and I'm really liking it so far. I mean, I'm only 35 pages in, so I really don't have much to anything to say at all, but I'm gonna read a lot today and I'll have a little update for you. But this book is gonna be centered around music, and I love music so much. I feel like I've learned so much from my husband. I've mentioned in vlogs here and there that he's a music producer and a musician. And so I feel like I knew a little bit about music, but I feel like I have learned so much about music because my husband literally make songs. I had no idea the work and the effort that goes into it. I also didn't know about so many aspects that have to do with songwriting and production, and I've just learned a lot over the years, so I feel like this is going to be really fun reading now that I know a lot more about music from my husband. I'm just gonna go read, sit at some cafes, go to a couple cute stores, and enjoy my little winter day here in Philadelphia. I don't know if you can hear, but the rain is falling in the car. It sounds so peaceful and beautiful, and I am off today. I was on call yesterday, and by the seat of my pants, I got away with not getting called. There was some really bad weather in Dallas, so I thought there maybe was a chance I was gonna get a trip, but they didn't call me, and now I have 2 days off. I am spending the day dilly-dallying. I really wanna just go dilly-dally at the grocery store store. I got a TikTok for some pickles from a small brand that these girls started, and I really want to go get those. I've been homemaking cashew milk and I'm out of cashews, so I want to get that. And then I thought tonight, since it's like rainy and moody and cozy, I could make like a fun soup for dinner. We're just hanging out today. I am about to go get my nails done. These are my before, these like fun Barbie cat eye pink. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna get, but I'm feeling something dark and moody, but it's also almost springtime. So I don't know. I never usually know when I go in there. I have like 7 ideas and my nail lady helps me. She is the best. I truly cannot think of a better way to spend this rainy, cozy day. Hello from Miami. I don't remember the last time I updated you. I had got my trip to Philadelphia and I didn't get called on my last day. Oh, thank goodness. And then I had 2 days off and then I was good for 3 days and I ended up bidding for a 3-day trip because I just, once again, wanted to control my own destiny and know I was going somewhere good and chill. And so I bid for another trip and I got it. So I am currently on a 3-day trip. Yesterday was day 1. I did LA, Chicago, and then Chicago, Miami. I'm here in Miami now. I have like a 20-ish hour layover on the beach. It's gonna be so, so nice. Later tonight, I do Miami, Raleigh, so just 1 flight today. And then on my last day going home, I do Raleigh, Charlotte, and then Charlotte, LA. Did I go to bed at midnight? I wish I could tell you, but I forgot my Oura Ring charger, which I don't even want to talk about. I am so upset. I think since I've had my Oura Ring, I've probably had it for 3 years, maybe more. I think I've forgotten to charge my Oura Ring 3 times, maybe. It might be less than that. So I am so upset, but I can't tell you when I fell asleep, but I think it was like almost 1 and I woke up at 9 to try to get free breakfast and I woke up and I was like absolutely not. I went back to bed till 11:30. I am shocked. My body needed it, so I slept and I'm up now. It's noon and I'm about to go get some coffee. I need it so, so, so bad. I had some breakfast here. I'm gonna go to Publix, which I love a grocery store so deeply, and Publix is one of my all-time favorites. They just have really good subs. They have really good pre-made things. They have good sweet tea. They have good cookies, and it's just a really nice time in a Publix. If you know, you know. And then also I grew up in my early childhood in a small beach town in Florida. It's just nostalgic for me. So I love going to Publix and I love this layover because Publix is so close. So I do my little walk, I go get my coffee, and I go to Publix. I'm still reading my book, Deep Cuts. This book is really good. I thought it would focus more on romance, but it definitely doesn't. In this book, you follow the female main character, Percy, and the main male character, character Joe. There's also a really important side character that like they're all three best friends in the beginning of the book. And then they kind of go their separate ways, but at the beginning of the book, Percy's helping Joe with writing his music, and Joe is a starving artist wanting to be famous and feels like school's not for him. They kind of grew apart and moved just different ways in life as you do when you graduate college. From there, you get to see Percy and like her lack of relationships and being able to go deep with people, and that ties back into her childhood. And Joe is like off on tour trying to become famous. I feel like most of the book has been Percy really deep diving into music and what certain songs mean to her in that specific time in her life. She has like this music blog that she writes for. It's a lot of music, specific songs, which they're all in the front of the book. And I've also been listening to the playlist for this book, and this playlist is so good. And it's been really cool like listening to the playlist as I read and really seeing what she's talking about in the book play out in the song. The writing is really beautiful, but it's definitely more analytical, so I've just been finding myself kind of struggling to grasp onto what she's saying. I think if you really love music, you will really like this book, but I have about 90 pages left and I am going to finish today before my flight tonight. I will let you know my final thoughts, but for now, I'm gonna go get some coffee, read, go to Publix, hang out on the beach, and just have a very nice, chill Miami layover. Publix haul. I got my favorite poppy flavor, ginger lime. I got some watermelon. If you go to Publix ever, the necessities are a fun drink, usually sweet tea, but today I got poppy, fruit, the popcorn chicken, and a pub sub. Popcorn chicken, that'll be my lunch tomorrow. And then I got some ranch to go with that. Some water bottle packets. I am always doing something fun with my water. Some water. If you know, you know. I'm a water snob. And then last, but certainly not least, a pub sub. I got something a little bit different today. I was scrolling through TikTok and I was like, what should I get? I feel like I should change it up. I'm nervy, but I'm excited. It's Italian grain, never got that before. Turkey, a little bit of ranch. I'm usually a provolone girly, but we got pepper jack today. And then it's lettuce, tomato, cucumber, onion with chipotle mayonnaise. Toasted, of course, always. Oh yeah. You want to come say bye? Say bye. As I'm wrapping up this video, I realized I never told you my final thoughts for deep cuts. I'm gonna rate this one a solid 3. This is definitely more focused on music and how music made the main character feel, and also how it like tied into her life. And I think I was just expecting it to be more of a romance, not a romance, but I think I just thought there was gonna be more of a romance in here, and I think I would have loved it a lot more, which is a lot for me to say because I'm kind of out of my romance era. But I think I would have liked this a lot more and been able to hold on and pay attention longer if there was some romance. I feel feel as if we could have had a great romance, but a lot of it was, dare I say, miscommunication. Take that lightly. Miscommunication / also them not healing from their own shit. This is becoming a movie, and I think it's going to be an incredible movie. Like, this book was made to be on a screen. I know I'm gonna eat that movie up when it comes out, and the cast is amazing. So if you have any want to see the movie, I definitely think read the book. It's not coming out for a while. You have plenty of time. But if you're looking for a more thought-provoking book that has a sprinkle of romance, but not really, and you really like music, this one will be for you. Thank you for spending the week with me and going on this fun little adventure that I call being on call as a flight attendant. It definitely wasn't as crazy of a week as I expected, which is amazing. I cannot complain at all. We will see what the rest of the month holds for me. But thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you very soon in another one.